I am Saori Nakagawa from the National Library, NDL for short. I would like to explain the general concept and functions of Japan Search, which we officially released in August 2020 as an example of how to encourage distribution and use of the information of museum collection. Japan Search links digital archives in a variety of fields, organizes metadata of various content presented by Japanese organizations, and enable users to one-stop search through various Japanese content, like Europeana in the EU and the DPLA in the United States. This includes publications, libraries, cultural assets and artworks of museums, official documents, academic resources, TV programs, films, and movies. It aims to promote the use of Japanese content, but not only making metadata searchable, but also clarifying the secondary use conditions of this content, and promoting distributions of aggregated metadata via API. Shown here on the right is the top page of the Japan Search. The NGL does not run Japan Search by itself. The project is linked to a nationwide promotion of digital archive. The Digital Archive Japan Promotion Committee and the Practitioner Review Committee are mainly in charge of the operation of Japan Search, and its executive office is in the Cabinet Office Intellectual Property Promotion Strategy Bureau. The NGL is a member of this committee and is in charge of system operation. At the NGL, about 15 staff members are involved in the Japan Search project, who also hold other posts besides Japan Search. The Japan Search project team consists of 5 teams: technical, metadata schema, communication, content and exhibitions, and public relations. The development cost of Japan Search was funded by the NGO budget. From around 2014, the government started considering establishing an integrated portal in Japan, such as Europeana in the EU. In May 2017, the government's plan built the decision that the NGL would aim at the construction of a national cross-sectoral integrated portal, Japan Search, by 2020. In response to this decision, the NGO established the project team to start building a prototypes module. In July 2018, the beta version was released only to the members of the Practitioner Review Committee and Japan Search partners, such as aggregators and data providers. After feedback from them and data registration works by these partners, the beta version was released to the public in February 2019. I introduced this beta version in a poster presentation at last year's CIDOC conference in Kyoto. The NGO continued to improve the system by feedback and expand cooperation, and Japan Search finally debuted on August 25, 2020. The overall concept of the system design of Japan Search was discussed and decided at the Practitioner Review Committee. Japan Search's system design is based on 3 major concepts. The first concept is that it does not determine a single format for handling metadata with different backgrounds and intentions. The second is to make the search and response functions as quick as possible. The third is to adopt the most advanced technical requirements, such as a mobile-first system, SNS support, search engine optimization, browser support, multilingual support, accessibility, etc. It consists of 4 major components: the back-end web server, the front-end JavaScript group, the web server for outputting RDF and Sparkle, and the triple layer server. The range of cooperation of Japan Search is not limited to a specific field, and any organization that holds content such as social, cultural, and academic resources can be a partner for cooperation. This diagram shows how Japan Search aggregates and provides metadata in collaboration with cultural institutions. Each content holders provide digital content and metadata to aggregators of each field, such as books, cultural properties, media arts, broadcast programs, and local heritage. And Japan Search collaborates with those aggregators to collect metadata. The NGL, as an aggregator of publications, collects metadata from databases of public and university libraries and provides metadata to Japan Search through the portal site called NTL Search. With aggregators, collaboration between Japan Search and holding institutions proceeds smoothly, and users can also obtain standardized data. However, at present, there are many sectors and communities that do not have aggregators. Therefore, in the cases that sectors or communicators have no aggregator, consideration is given to directly connecting with national organizations that handle content for public interest purposes, and organizations that handle unique content. As of September 2020, Japan Search collaborates with 24 aggregators and 111 databases and give access to about 21 million content. Because Japan Search has a wide range of collaborations, in the fields of museums alone, there are some aggregators for each type of material, including cultural properties, art, natural history, and local cultural properties. There is often no aggregator, especially for unique collections or smaller regional collections. In addition, these data are described by different schemas. So let's take a look at how Japan Search handles these diverse metadata. Japan Search enables cross-sectoral search without determining a unified format for metadata along different systems by the method of common properties. In NGL Search, which is the integrated search system for publications and has been in operation since 2010, I mentioned earlier, all values of metadata received from different data providers in different metadata formats are mapped into a single format, as shown in the diagram on the left. This method requires negotiations with data providers and cost for sending and receiving metadata, so cooperation with fields other than libraries has been difficult. Furthermore, for example, values that cannot be mapped, such as zine, material, method, and type, have to be linked to properties such as other, and those values could not be made use of in searching for items. On the other hand, in Japan Search, data providers do not need to comply with a fixed format when submitting metadata. When Japan Search receives metadata, common properties are given to the cross-sectoral values. The cost for mapping is minimized because common properties are automatically given using metadata analyzer. Other values such as zine and material method are stored in their original value, preventing loss of metadata and enhancing searches using these values. This chart shows what steps are to be taken after receiving metadata from aggregators or data providers in order to publish metadata via Japan Search. There are mainly three steps: registering metadata, providing common properties, and publishing metadata, providing metadata as linked open data, LOD. In the first step, data providers or aggregators register metadata into Japan Search from its CMS in their original schema. Metadata files can be registered in a variety of file formats, including Excel, XML, and JSON. In the second step, the received metadata is automatically given common properties that I explained in the previous slide. The common properties enable cross-search of the content. In the third step, metadata is converted to the Japan Search schema called JPS RDF scheme to be published as linked open data. Properties are extracted from the metadata that were given labels in the second step, and metadata is generated in RDF format. As a result, accurate search is possible using Sparkle. Now I'd like to share you how Japan Search works. Japan Search has three main functionalities: search, enjoy, and use. At first, the search function, to aim to help users search vast volumes of information effectively, Japan Search offers not just a conversational keyword search, but also design search, which enable users to delimit databases or metadata fields to be searched. We also offer image search, which searches for thumbnail images with similar characteristics using machine learning methods. On the search result page, related items that have same contributor, period, and location are recommended by using JPS RDF data in order to help to find relevant materials. In addition, to help for multilingual searchers, search keywords you input are automatically translated by Google Search System, or Romaji data are generated for aggregated metadata by JPS System. Second, you can enjoy various gallery pages on Japan Search. With the editor function, partners can edit and publish a gallery making use of items on Japan Search. On gallery system, images conform to the IIIF International Image Interoperability Framework. Third, use function. Japan Search provides the corrected metadata through an API. Data provided via Sparkle endpoint is converted into an original schema called the Japan Search RDF, which is compatible with the Europeana data model EDM. So it is possible to search across Europeana and Japan Search with the API. In addition to the API, you can create an annotated list of your favorite items by MyNote function. You can also embed components used in Japan Search on external website. For example, you can embed and share a collection of items of your interest by making use of the MyNote function. Or, the data providers can create and share a design search where their holdings are displayed, or their original electronic exhibitions on their own website. In addition, when Japan Search was officially launched, the workspace function and project function were also released. Workspace allows multiple people to edit galleries or MyNotes together and simultaneously in a collaborative space. Project enables users to set up a mock organization and register a database or create or share galleries and design searches within a limited project area that is not included in the main body of Japan Search. Data and galleries registered or created in the project function are not searched by Japan Search itself. These new functions are expected to be used, especially for educational or research purposes. Japan Search also functions as a license search that organizes the secondary use conditions of content and displays them in an easy-to-understand manner for users. Japan Search is one of the largest licensed searches in Japan, I think. Japan Search had selected a license marks and write statements that is suitable for the situation in Japan from those widely adopted around the world, such as public domain marks, Creative Commons, and write statements, and compiled them into 15 types of rights labels that can be available on Japan Search. Japan Search is expected to contribute to the opening of data in Japan by showing the significance of opening data and good examples of manners when using PDM and CC0 content to partners, organizations, and users. As a feature issues for Japan Search, we would like to familiarize the public JPS. We also recognize the need to empower communities of users and partners community in order to promote use of Japan Search in various fields, such as for education, businesses, disaster recovery, etc. To this end, we will expand the scope of cooperation for local digital resources and try to raise their awareness of open distributions of digital materials. So thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions or comments, you can also contact us from the contact page of Japan Search. Thank you very much.